Guys, let's go ahead and discuss the today's loss. The Dolphins fall to 1-5 as they lost to the Chargers 29-27. I'm gonna read to you some stats and then I'm gonna go ahead and let you listen to Tua Tagovailoa's presser. Guys, the Dolphins have fallen to 1-5. I think it's time to start selling, except for 6 pieces. I'll tell you the 6 right now. Devon A-Chain's untouchable. Aaron Brew's untouchable. Waddle's untouchable. Job Robinson. Patrick Ball. Oh, and of course, Jonas Ryan. Those are the 6 players I would not move. But the rest of the team, you could sell for draft picks. I think we need draft picks, in my opinion. If you're going to keep the defensive coordinator as a possible candidate to be your head coach, you need to give him the right pieces to reconstruct that defense. That defense needs pass rushers, which we had, or we currently have. Plus, we need help on the back end. The only back end good player we have right now, which he should be traded, in my opinion, also, because this defense is bad, is Minka Fitzpatrick. Guys, that 42-yard play that happened with 46 seconds left should have never happened. Jalen Phillips had Justin Herbert in his grasp twice in the final drive and a couple times during the game. He should have sacked him at least 3 times, in my opinion. That should have never happened. And this falls on Mike McDaniel, also the defensive coordinator and the special teams coordinator, because that 40-yard kickoff return should have also never happened. But it's just my opinion, and my opinion only. Let's get to the stats, and then I'll get you to the Tua Tagovailoa press. Final score, Chargers 29, our Miami Dolphins 27. Justin Herbert, Chargers quarterback, 29 of 38 for 264 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. And this is the second week the Dolphins give up more than 100 yards to a backup running back. Miami Dolphins, Chargers backup running back, 124 yards on 18 carries, plus a receiving touchdown. Cameron Dicker, perfect 5 for 5 and field goal attempts, including the game winner, which was a 33-yarder with 5 seconds left. Devon A-Chain, 128 yards, 2 touchdowns. Tua Tagovailoa, 21 of 31, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. On the final possession, Tua Tagovailoa threw an interception to Derwin James to end it. Key stats from the box score. Herbert, 29 of 38 for 264 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Again, Kermani Vidal, 124 yards, 18 carries, plus 1 receiving touchdown. Cameron Dickerson, again, 5 of 5 in field goal attempts, including a 33-yard game winner with 5 seconds remaining. Again, Tua Tagovailoa, 21 of 31 for 205 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. On the final possession, Tua Tagovailoa's pass was intercepted by Derwin James Jr. Before that possession, Tua threw a touchdown to Darren Waller to take the lead 27 to 20. Was it 26? Yeah. 27 to 26. Herbert threw both of his touchdown passes in the second half, turning the 13-9 halftime deficit into a lead. The Chargers drove 72 yards over 13 plays on 7 minutes and 34 seconds early in the second half, resulting in a 5-yard Herbert to McConkley touchdown to take the lead. The Chargers responded with a 7-yard catch and run by Vidal for a touchdown. In the fourth quarter, A-Chain 4-yard rushing TD with 7:56 remaining cut the lead on Miami's final drive after Tua Tagovailoa go-ahead touchdown with Waller with 46 seconds. Needham Miller-Haynes returned the kickoff for 41 yards. That was the last kickoff. On the next play, a 42-yard screen, Ladd McConkley put LA at the 17, setting up Dicker's game winner of 33 yards. Miami's offense struggled with turnovers, especially at critical times, 3 INTs. The Chargers took advantage of those mistakes and were efficient with Herbert and Dicker in the clutch. This win breaks LA's two-game losing streak. For Miami, this is a rough home loss, especially after an exciting late go-ahead drive, but not being able to close. Agreed with that. And I believe everybody should be fired, including Chris Greer, Mike McDaniel, and the defensive coordinator and the special teams coordinator. You got to clean house and rebuild and keep the 6 pieces I mentioned earlier, which were Aaron Brewer, Patrick Ball, Devon Achane, Waddle, and Chop Robinson, and Jonas Savaiinaea. Those are your 6 pieces of the team. You should keep. The rest of the team should be traded for assets. All right, guys, we're going to listen to the Tua Tagovailoa presser.
How'd you describe your emotions?
Shocked. I guess you could say. Just this is something that we've talked about collectively as a team, about being able to finish in games like this, where we have the opportunity to win the game. And it's not just one side of the ball. It's every phase. I've contributed with the turnovers. We had some missed opportunities in teams, and then we had some missed opportunities on defense as well. But for us to go out there, have an opportunity to seal the game, and then, we don't allow that to happen. Either way, last week, Carolina offense, this week, you can look at it however you want. That's just not the way we want to play football and establish what we've been talking about throughout OTAs, training camp, and even in our meetings, like our leadership meetings. Like it's frustrating, to say the least. So
what has been and you mentioned some of it, the inability of this team to just play complementary football, where one side does well, then the special team lets up the big return. Just so many things, when one thing goes well, go bad.
Pardon? Sorry.
So no, I said, what has been the issue there? The inability to play complementary football as a team.
Well, I think there's a lot of things that go into it. Adjustments on the other side of the ball if you're on defense, vice versa for offense. And then now we got to make adjustments if we're not able to convert our third downs and continue the flow for ourselves offensively and defensively. And then with teams, they got to go out there and they got to do what they do, knowing who they got, knowing what rush lanes they're in, all of that. So I would say it's just adjustments. Like, you got to continue to adjust throughout the game, and that's the name of the game as we play it.
So what was the difference? The third quarter, the two possessions, minus 11 yards or something. The fourth quarter, you had to score. You did it twice. What sparked in the fourth quarter? What was the difference?
I think just settling down with the guys, kind of finding the flow, get a completion, run the ball, stay ahead of the chains, third and manageable, convert on our third downs, and then continue to play normal football.
First interception went off Jalen Waddle. Last one, that's just a last-second hope. But what happened on that second one, the one in between?
On the second one, that was just a bad ball. Just bad ball that I threw to Von.
And on that first one, was there a little bit of a hesitation, a pump there?
To Waddle? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just as I'm dropping back, trying to see what Zero wants to do. But, me and Zero aren't the tallest guys out there. So when you got 3 pillars standing in between us, I got to find out if he's staying there looking at me, looking out at Jalen, or if he's pushing the coverage. Then when I verified that he was pushing this way because he turned, then I came back to Jalen.
Tua, last week you said this feeling sucks. Today you're saying it's shock. Where does this team go from here now that you guys are 1-5 on the season?
Well, the only place we can go is next week. We talk about figuring this out. We talk about getting it together collectively. What are the problems? What are the issues? And are they getting fixed? Are they not getting fixed? Why are they not getting fixed? Or if they're fixed, how are we not allowing it to happen again? Things of that nature. So we got to look at the film again. We got to see where we can go. I contributed to a lot of that as well with the 3 turnovers. You can't do that and expect to win games. But, you know, we all got to look at ourselves, not pointing fingers. We got to look at ourselves individually first about what I could have done to help our team win that game. And then we can come together and we can talk about, all right, we need this group to do this better or whatever. But that's why I say it's frustrating.
So what was Mike's message to you guys collectively as a team here in the locker room after this?
We got to continue to stay together. Everyone's going to want to say what they want to say, but we got to continue to stay together. And Jordan Brooks shared a Bible verse with us as well, and I thought it was super dope about a brother being born for adversity. We're in adversity right now, and he's talking about, like, this is what this is about. Although we can't see the picture of what God's plan is for us as a football team, where we're at right now, we continue to be grateful for where we're at, but not content. You know, grateful but not content. We got to continue to strive to get better and, you know, do things a different way. It has to be different. It has to be different. Can't do the same things expecting that, all right, we're going to get a different result.
Darren Waller scored his 4th touchdown in 3 games. Could you talk about what he's meant to you and this offense?
He's a baller. D-Wall, he's a baller. The ball finds him every time in the end zone. And the relationship I have with him is the relationship I have with a lot of the guys. It's just the connection. He's just so much bigger and allows, you know, for me to see him a lot earlier in my peripheral, whereas I got to kind of look at guys then confirm areas for them. So with D-Wall, he's just a ball hawk, you know. He finds the ball in the end zone.
When you threw that touchdown to him, 46 seconds left, did you think you had done it, or did you look up at the clock, the guy who was on the other side, and think, you know, there's a shot here?
No, it's the NFL. You know, the only thing, my job there was to score, literally. If not, we would have lost the game. After that, cheering on the defense, cheering on the special teams guys to go out there. It's the NFL. Anything can happen. Even at that 5-second mark, if we did get a completion and we were able to do whatever the Miami Miracle is that happened, you know, that would have been sweet. But anything can happen in the league. So I wouldn't say that anytime we score with a minute or 30 seconds or 20 seconds left that it's necessarily over. You know, because you got to keep playing until it hits 0-0.
Do you think with Mike moving forward, you guys have conversations like, hey, maybe we try to score with 15 seconds left, get a little run play in, just to manage that clock a little bit better? Or how do you work that?
Well, I don't think you work it necessarily in that sense that way, only because the way they were using their timeouts. Outside of that, 3rd down, you got to have a 4th down play. There's just a lot of logistics that go into that. But then that's where you have faith in your defense. You got your defense. You also got your special teams guys going out there. You know, you allow them to play the game as well.
How do you keep this team from taking a woe is me mentality towards what's going on with you guys?
Like sorry.
How do you keep this team from taking a woe is me mentality, like this keeps happening to us situation?
Yeah. Well, I think it starts with the leadership in helping articulate that for the guys, and then what we're expecting out of the guys, right? We're expecting this. Are we getting that? Are we not getting that? We have guys showing up to player-only meetings late, guys not showing up to player-only meetings. Like, there's a lot that goes into that. Do we have to make this mandatory? Do we not have to make this mandatory? So it's a lot of things of that nature that we got to get cleaned up, and it starts with the little things like that.
To be clear, you're saying some players were late or missed?
Late, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
You.
All right, guys. He talked about adjustments mainly, and dude, Mike McDaniel's been here 4 years, and he's notorious for not making correct adjustments. So I don't know what to tell you guys. Leave me your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think about this video. But the Dolphins are 1-5 and lost today, 29-27 to the LA Chargers. Like always, stay positive, stay on your grind, and go Dolphins.